To cheat death, is it right or wrong? Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. I have a very important question in which the last time I talked about it, it got me into a serious argument with a couple of people on social media. Now, bear with me. I mean, this is something that some people might get offended by this, or maybe not. I don't know. I honestly don't know. However, this question that I asked, I never got a real honest answer because they said it's impossible. Only God can do this. Only if God does this and that, and they constantly bring in that God crap, which always irritated me. And I'm like, don't forget about that. I said if it's possible through technology. Now, my question was, if someone wanted to cheat death by cloning themselves, by taking a sample of their blood, create a clone on whatever age they want. So let's just say that person was 60 years old. He wanted to be young again. He didn't want to die of old age or whatever. So he made a clone body of his younger self, age 20 or age 18, let's say. Age 18. And through highly advanced technology, let's just say it was available, which I know this kind of thing already exists. And you're lying on a table, and this thing was either lying on a table next to you or suspended in some kind of a liquid solution in a chamber thing, or I don't know, however the arrangement is, I don't know. And then through a simple switch of a button, or how they do what they do with their technology, the body that you're in, your current body, it dies. You feel lightheaded, and then you pass out, and then you die automatically within a matter of several seconds. And then your soul gets vacuumed out of your old body, and it gets transferred to the clone body of your younger self. And then you wake up in your 18-year-old body, in your brand new body. Your soul is inside this brand new body of yours, a clone of yourself, age 18. You're no longer 60 years old. And if there's anything about your old body that you had problems with before when you were growing up, let's say you were nearsighted, you're not going to be nearsighted. You're not going to be nearsighted in your new body. You're going to have 20/20 vision. If you had crooked teeth or whatever, those teeth are going to be corrected, so you don't have to worry about braces. If you had some kind of problem with something about you when you're going through, like allergies or whatever, that's going to be out of your body, out of your system. So you're not going to be. Let's say you were born with allergies. You're not going to be born in this new clone body. You're not going to have allergies at all whatsoever. You're not going to have asthma. You're not going to have any kind of real bad illnesses that you were born with. and now you're living your life in your new 18-year-old body, and then you start living life normally, just like any human being. You're 60 years old inside an 18-year-old body. Is that considered wrong? You're living your life a longer life now. Younger, you get to do things that you couldn't do before when you were that age, for whatever the reason. Now you have a second chance. There's no need for God in this one. Now, my question to you is this: is that wrong? Yes or no? Do you consider that evil? Do you consider that immoral? Or do you consider that something interesting and you don't see anything wrong with it? Now, another question, which I know this is going to be very touchy on this one. Let's just say that I fell in love with some girl when I was 18 years old. As a teenager, 16, 17 years old. She was about the same age as me. It didn't work out, and she ended up being with some other guy who was a straight up lowlife, because she likes the bad boy type. She ends up hooking up with him. They have kids together, and after having two kids or whatever together, and being with him for 5, 6, 7 years, she finally realized that she made a mistake being with him. And let's just say that I confronted her after all these years, and I said, I told you he was a worthless piece of shit. I told you he wasn't worth it. I was the better man. And then she went as far as to break up with him or divorce him. And now she wants to hook up with me. I'm like, I don't think so. You let that guy, you had sex with that. I consider you dirty. And you got kids with him. I want nothing to do with them. I want nothing to do with you. You're used up. I make her feel like crap. And then this idea comes around about the soul essence transfer through a clone body. I say to her, if you want to come back with me, if you want to be with me, clone yourself. Extract your soul out of your body into this brand new clone body of your 18-year-old self. I may be 27 years old, 28 years old, but still. She decides to do it. She says, okay, I'll do it. The procedure is done, and it worked. She's out of her old body, and she went into her 18-year-old younger body of her younger self. Now she's brand new. She's a virgin and stuff like that. And I end up hooking up with her. And we start a new life together. Does that make me an asshole, for one? Because I don't think it does. And two, would you consider that wrong? Even though she wanted to come back with me, and I gave her that ultimatum. If that science was actually available to me, that kind of thing. If that kind of thing was available, and if it was possible. Now, again, that's a very, very touchy subject, but again, would you consider that wrong? And of course, she, let's just say it was just me and her, and she left the kids with the ex-husband, and she wants nothing to do with them. because I told her that's how I wanted it. Would that make me an asshole? Would it make the situation wrong? You know, that's what I'm saying. So let me know what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.